Hello, my beautiful YouTube family. I'm about to finish the reading about the chakras. No, this one is about Kundalini, my bad. So I'm waiting to get loaded. They're gonna be a while. I ain't even getting a doc yet. But anyway, so a Kundalini experience is not always pleasant. However, many people have extreme difficulty functioning in their mundane lives while Kundalini is threshing about through their chakras. While Kundalini pushes her way through your blocks, you may find difficulty sleeping or dislike for energies associated with the lower chakra, such as eating or sex. Yet some people become highly sexual after a Kundalini awakening. There may also be some profound depression or fear as you look at your life through the eyes of the serpent goddess. She is a healing force, though not always gentle, as the veils of illusion are drawn away from your normal reality. For those who experience spontaneous Kundalini awakenings and do not have a spiritual teacher to work with, there are some referral agencies that can provide you with experienced therapists who understand this spiritual energy and will not necessarily judge it as crazy or psychotic. So I think this is where we left off at. Now we starting where we left off at now. The serpent is an archetypal symbol throughout the world, representing enlightenment, immortality, and a path to the gods. The Genesis, the serpent led Adam and Eve to taste the fruit from the tree of knowledge. This symbolizes the beginning of Kundalini, creating the unceasing desire for understanding, yet grounded in the material world. In parentheses, they have the apple. In Egypt, the pharaohs wore crowns with serpent symbols over their third eye to represent their godly stature. Did this represent ascended Kundalini? Even today, the double serpent wraps itself around the staff of healing, forming the modern medical symbol, the caduceus. The caduceus clearly imitates the winding of Ida and Pingala, the central nodus crossing between the chakras surrounding the Sushumna. The entwined serpents are also symbolic of the double helix pattern of our DNA, the basic information carrier of life. Kundalini is a universal concept for a very powerful, enlightening force. It is also a very tricky and unpredictable force to play around with, one which may be loaded with intense pain, confusion, and frequently may be interrupted by the world as insanity. This may or may not be accompanied by the more positive aspects listed above. It opens the chakras, but like opening each cell in a jail, Kundalini may release whatever is lounged within the chakras. This may be expanded insights or experiences, or it may be the old traumas or abuses that caused the chakra to shut down originally. Kundalini does produce a profound state of consciousness, and this resulting state of consciousness may make it very difficult to get along in a world so predominantly unenlightened. It may not support our current paradigm or be harmonious to the circumstances in our lives or the physical state of purity within the body. These discrepancies may make for a great deal of discomfort, but are not always to be avoided. Kundalini is basically a healing force, and pain is felt only when it encounters tension and impurities we are not quite ready to release. Learning to open the chakras allow a clearer path for Kundalini that is less apt to be painful. Theoretically, Kundalini produces a force that helps open the crown chakra, located at the top of the head, because blocks in the chakras may trap your spinal energy This chakra is often the hardest to reach. Classically, the crown chakra is considered the seat of enlightenment. However, I believe that it is the combined presence and connection of all the chakras together, giving conscious attention, that brings enlightenment. With many people, their more enlightened moments come from bringing upper chakra consciousness down to tangible recognition rather than the other way around. The raising of energy to higher chakras occur naturally and spontaneously when we relax deeply and pay attention to all of our chakras. Attempts to force the energy to rise often results in strain, tension, and a feeling of being spaced out or irritable to all those around us who are not doing the same thing. The latter produces an alienation that I have found to be symptomatic of a lack of enlightenment. Okay, so many people have come up to me at conferences to excitedly tell me of their enlightened seventh chakra experiences, while not having the slightest sensitivity to the fact that they were rudely interrupting a conversation or were living in bodies that seem horribly neglected. It is impossible to talk about chakras without mentioning Kundalini. However, the raising of Kundalini is not the focus of this book. Kundalini is not necessarily the best or easiest way to achieve realization any more than driving through a stone wall is the easiest way to get to the house on the next street. There are some times when a strong force is needed to get through a particularly stubborn block, but I prefer methods that are naturally safe and pleasant. When we take the scenic route, we can enjoy the journey as much as the destination. This book neither supports nor condemns disciplines designs to arouse Kundalini. The drug LSD is a quick way to catch a glimpse of the higher worlds of superconsciousness, and it doesn't necessarily leave you there, but may still affect some permanent change in a positive direction. Kundalini is even less predictable, generally more profound, and much more difficult to obtain. However, Kundalini is not the result of a drug, but a reorganization of our own life energy. It is a unique and valuable experience available to any sincere seeker of higher awareness. What pain we encounter is only from our own resistance, and the impurities Kundalini must burn away before she can reach her goal. There is a great deal of research that is presently being done on Kundalini, and many theories have been formed about what it really is and how it is triggered. The theories listed below are the ones most pertinent to this book. Okay, so Kundalini is triggered by a guru. Okay, any interaction we have with other people takes place on a chakra level as well. If we interact with people who are predominantly lower chakra, our own centers respond accordingly. We may be pulled down by such an interaction. Likewise, if an interaction occurs that stimulates the upper chakra, such as contact with a guru who has awakened his or her own Kundalini, this new influx of energy may awaken a disciple. When Kundalini is triggered by a guru, the experience is called Shaktipat. It awakens the centers and gets the Kundalini energy flowing, leaving its recipient free to experience both the wonderful effects as well as deal with the consequences it may affect in their lives and body. Okay, Kundalini is sexual. The practice of Tantra sometimes includes elaborate yogic sexual practices designed to arouse Kundalini and achieve transcendence. Such techniques may vary from prolonged orgasm to total abstinence. Some say Kundalini and sexuality are mutually exclusive. while others believe they are inextricably linked. This will be discussed more fully in a chapter on chakra 2. Okay, Kundalini is chemical. The sixth chakra is generally associated with the pineal gland. Melatonin, a chemical produced by the gland, is known to produce increased psychic ability, dream recall, visions, and hallucinogenic effects. Some believe that the visions induced by Kundalini are a cycling of neurotransmitters. In some cases, Kundalini may be triggered by drugs such as coffee, marijuana, or hallucinogenic drugs. Okay. Kundalini is the result of vibrational rhythm entertainment in the body. I gotta get right back in this. I'm gonna finish these two. Okay, undulations of the spine set off rhythms which entrain the heartbeat, brain waves, and breathing patterns, stimulating various centers in the brain. These may be triggered by meditation, breathing rates, or pure chants, as in the cases of spontaneous awakening. This will be discussed further when we explore vibrations in the realm of the fifth chakra. Okay, and the last one is Kundalini is naturally produced when there is a clear, unblocked channel connecting all of the chakras. This last is my own theory, which I see as an additional rather than a contradiction to those above. If the chakras are seen as gears, then Kundalini is the serpentine motion that energies take as it moves along those gears. In fact, the chakra may serve as inhabitants of Kundalini, slowing it down so that it can be reasonably channeled and kept from burning up the mortal organism in which it occurs at our present state of existence. The chakras themselves are blocks, but stepping stones. At times, however, the unresolved pattern within the chakra may unnecessarily block the life force. Through and through understanding of our personal chakra system, we may be able to use Kundalini energy in a safe and predictable manner. Okay, so that was the Kundalini, okay, and how it works through the chakras. I gotta back this trailer into the dock, and I'll see you again soon. Please like, share, subscribe. Send a donation to #8283 love, and I love you. God bless you. Y'all have an excellent day, excellent night. Talk to you soon.